alumnus from 1956. Courier, or you're a staff member, or you're a supporter, whatever your connection is, and why you might be a family member of alumnus, whatever. And just say that, just so everybody knows who's here. And so this is the group. We're all here together to spend a weekend together. It's kind of fun. So, all right, we'll start right with you.
I'm Angela Bailey. I'm the Associate Director of Development and Alumni Relations. And overall, I think
and just say that, just so you know who's here. And so this is a great for us.
I'm Jan. I had the notion later in life, so I only graduated in 2011. I'm a practitioner.
I'm Carly. I came to FMS in the 70s. I graduated in 73. I'm now retired, and I delivered 3,100 babies.
Marion Leibold, I'm from Cincinnati, and I'm a former Courier. I was here in the late 70s, early 80s.
And I'm Vivian Good, and I was here in the 1950s because I was heading out for Angola, Africa, and I caught about 350 babies out there. And then I came back to Ohio to help get nurse midwives and nurse practitioners in the hospitals and doctors' offices.
I'm Danny Webb. I'm an F&P graduate in Frontier 2013.
I'm Nancy Van Sloan. I'm from the Minneapolis area, and I'm a supporter of Frontier via Family Foundation.
Hey.
Sister, Amy, here for the same reasons as she is. I'm Anna.
I'm Zach. I'm Sylvia's grandson. The Leatherwood clan.
Sylvia's daughter. Deliver babies. She delivered me.
I'm Rick, Clan Leatherwood. And this is my second time to be honored to come here and visit this year. So,
I'm Michael Clausen. I'm the Development Officer for Frontier Nursing University and Guest Services for the Winthrop University.
I'm Kelly. I'm Jan's roadie. And I probably would have been a Leatherwood. I just didn't.
I'm Lynn Shade. When I was here, Kugler now, and I was in the midwifery class of 19. I'm Lois Harrison from St. Paul, Minnesota. Family member was Carrie. I came here 18 years ago for the first time, and it's taken 18 years to get back.
I'm Carrie Michaels. I was a Courier in D8, and then I was the Courier coordinator and window manager in 1990.
I'm Kim, also of the Leatherwood clan. But I do want to say that this is a really magnificent, magical place. And thank you for sharing it with us.
Well, and I was a graduate of Frontier Nursing Service as a nurse midwife back in the late 50s. And I worked at Brutus and beach board and took a jeep off into the river there. A friend from New Orleans. And I read about
Frontier Nursing Services, Ms. Breckenridge's book, which I happened to find on the table at the school I was in. And I said, that's what I want to do.
Yeah.
I want to thank you, Kevin, from North South Pennsylvania. And I graduated nurse midwifery in 1956, and she moved to Stinking Creek with another lady and started Lendahan Center, and she's delivered 509 babies in the home. So,
Oh, wow.
Maybe you graduated the class before me, and we've been friends ever since.
Awesome.
That's fantastic.
That's gonna be
my name is Karen Johnson, and I came to Lendahan in 1981, and then 1984 and 85 and 86. And they taught me becoming a nurse, and I was a nurse in the ER and OB and delivery and ICU and med surg, and then I became a home health nurse volunteer at Lendahan Center. And then a year ago, last August, she fell down the basement stairs and broke her neck.
Oh my God.
And the miracle was that everybody, said, because I had had a heart attack and died in 2010, and I had a hog attack, and they said, Karen, go for your disability. I won't get it. They said, with the state retirement, you can't get it, Mills. And I applied and called the 28th of September, and I found out that I got it. And then they said, do you want to retire on the 30th? And I said, yes. And I went the 29th and told her, I don't think she understood. And then her co-founder worker, Irma Gall, came and repaged and said, I'm calling her up tomorrow, which is tomorrow, 10/1. And I said, you don't understand. I said, tiring the 30th. And so I had my little party and went straight to the nursing home and got her a year ago today. And brought home, and she's been out of the nursing home a whole year now. Good. And what's your name?
Lynn.
Lynn Sheridan. Tonight has helped me. She said you need to puree her meat and the gravy, and she has helped me tremendously with different ways to help Peggy in her retirement, and I'm very thankful, and I hope we go another year.
And I'm Leonette DeMuro. I was Leonette Orr when I was here. I brought my 3 kids, and we were here in Hayden. We lived in a house out in Rock, near the Rock House Baptist Church. And my kids loved Kentucky. I love this place. I have not been back in 33 years. I graduated in 1983. And what can I say? Frontier Nursing Services touch so many lives, and the waves from all of our lives go out. I have delivered in my own practice, home, and birthing center over 1,587 babies, including my 3 grandkids.
Michelle Tiffany, I'm part of the Leatherwood clan, and I don't know what to say after all this awesome. Hi, I'm Anita. I love your mom. I'm like so happy.
I'm Judy Rabson, family nurse practitioner. I have played my life in a movie. We gotta get to church. Barb Gibson promised to get the original copy of Cherish the Children out of the attic so that we can get it into the house. Because my copy is a copy of a DVD. Well, it's not a DVD, it's an old VCR tape. It barely runs anymore and it's not the right color.
You should send
So,
That would be too intimidating.
I came to FNS in 71 as a 22-year-old. No, I wasn't 22. I was 21. Young diploma graduate and was probably dumped out on the Redbird district. Nurse said, "Oh, you'll do fine." I said, "I have any public health experience. I've been in the hospital and did alcoholic treatment for 6 months, and I taught school for 9 months in a nursing program. You'll do fine." Well, I did fine because Skip Spell and Elsie Wilson, then Elsie, I forget her maiden name, were my mentors out there. And I graduated in 1972 as FNP. I have since been in Pennsylvania and North Carolina as a nurse practitioner, and semi-retired now, working in a free clinic. So I've sort of come back around doing home visits with hospice, and I tell them I was doing hospice before they invented hospice. I get home, took care of them, and helped the families learn how to give them their Demerol shots when they have pain. And I said, been there, done that, before it was invented. So I'm back around circle on that too. But I'm working in a free clinic for indigent people in Newbern, North Carolina, and using my Spanish all the time.
Nice.
Spanish, so.
I was just in Newbern last week.
Well, when you come next time, come. Let me
know. Hi, I'm Kirsten, and I'm serving as an AmeriCorps with the Courier program for next year.
That first modern Vista volunteer. I hate to say the very first, because God knows.
I'm Adam Call. I'm in a department that most of you never had to call because IT was non-existent.
The radios didn't even work half the time overnight.
But happy to help out a lot of future nurse practitioners, midwives, and now psychiatric mental health, EMPs. It's awesome.
Hi there. I'm Kate DeQuay. I'm class 11. I graduated in 96. My first foray up here was in 1995. And I live in Jackson, Mississippi now. I've been a midwife, not practicing full scope, but practiced in Washington State, then moved to the Atlanta area for 13 years. And then now I teach at the University of Mississippi Medical Center, which used to have a school of midwifery. It was closed in 1985 by the person that the Women's Center is now named after. And we have, I know, it's irony, isn't it? So we have no midwives there, and when I joined the university in 2011, I felt like that my reason for being there was maybe to introduce nursing students to the concept of normal physiologic birth, which they very rarely get to see, but they know it exists. And now I have probably 8 young ladies that would love to be a midwife, but they're scared to because there's no place to practice on it. We're working on it, but eventually we will get to the tilting point, and
then you can put the whole class in here at Frontiers. And you can be the regional clinical faculty.
You really always turning. And I was one of the first with the banyan tree way back when, I mean, like, I'm talking floppy disks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I remember that. Yeah. Hi, I'm Cynthia Odom. I am a nurse midwife. I am class either 8A or 8B. I can't remember which one. We were the year group that was one or the other, and then we went back in the whole numbers again. I've practiced in Mississippi my whole entire career. Most of it has been in Waynesboro, which is a tiny little hospital that is very amenable to nurse-midwives. I have done a little bit in the other midwifery practice in the state in Meridian. Still lots of struggles trying to find our way. A lot of need for midwives as well.
Hey, you got a partner right there.
Well, Cynthia actually was the midwife when my granddaughter was born. So I've known Cynthia for years and years and years. And Vicki Burslem, you guys know
she's in
Vicki.
Lexington now.
So, but you know, Vicki and I started off in Atlanta together. Then I moved to Jackson, Mississippi. Then Vicki came to Jackson, Mississippi.
Yeah.
Now Vicki is in Lexington, where I lived for 5 years. So Vicki and I our paths keep just crossing back and forth. So we were all down there for a while, and now it's the lone wolves, just us trying to do what we can. I do that.
The strong wolves.
Yeah.
I'm Susan Clapp, and I was CNAP 81. I graduated in 2014. I work at Courier.
They don't know what CNAP is.
CNAP, okay. What is that?
Community-based.
The community-based nurse education program.
Nurse-Midwives.
I got nothing. Anyway, okay, so I'm the nurse midwife for about 34 years.
Yay.
Wait, what else is this? Oh, and I'm also the alumni president. No, I'm not active duty. I'm GS. Yes, I'm GS.
My name is Mary Beth Dunn, and I just graduated a year ago, just in a couple of days. I'm a nurse midwife, and I practice in Tennessee. And a birth center there. But we deliver at the birth center and the hospital too.
I'm Chandra Andrew. I'm a nurse midwife, and I just moved to Cookville.
Where were you?
I started the program in North Carolina, then we moved to Alaska, and then we moved to
Oh,
Alabama.
yeah.
So
That's the beauty of the front
co-star,
right?
My husband just retired from the
But we both applied for the FMP program in February.
Yay!
Love teamwork.
I forgot to mention one thing.
Somebody, oh yeah, Sherry.
Sherry got back in. You missed the circle.
Oh, I'm
Introduction. I'm sorry. I was out.
I'm Sherry Ray Smith. I'm a class of nobody because I was too chicken to enter the program. I was a new grad back in 1974 and 75, so
Hospital nurse.
That's what I did. So yeah, I got that hippie teenage Peace Corps thing going, and I had heard about FNS, so I applied and took 6 months. They didn't have any space. In January 1974, I packed my car and left the hometown in western Pennsylvania, and I came down, and that's what I did. I was on Wolf Creek Clinic for just a teeny little a substitute, and again, I was 20 years old, and I had no clue. Because back then, we did not get clinical skills.
Yeah.
So for me to go out there and hold 20 clinical hours, I look back and go,
It's like the walls of the goodness. What is a first year girl?
My claim to fame is I didn't kill anybody.
So those of you who are on Facebook, you know, we have lots of Facebook. We have the Frontier Facebook page, the Alumni Facebook page, the Wendover Facebook. But Sherry started an old photo Facebook page.
Yeah, I convinced Mike. I'm very much about, you know, I love you guys and, you know, your schooling, but I'm about old FNS. I mean, I've just got this thing in my head, and I think part of it is just because I didn't do the school part. So I convinced Michael a couple of years ago to start doing a history thing. I don't know. So anyway, so we do it, and so it's called Frontier Nursing Service Pictorial History. Okay. So if you all want to, look us up. Michael or I have to click you through to join, but come on in, and we do post. We post some old pictures, and I would love everyone in this room. You have pictures, please post them. It might be the first time any of us have ever seen them. Maybe the first time they've ever been out of your photo album, Judy. And we love it. I mean, I love history. I'm a nurse with a history degree. We keep this history alive. So, post your pictures. I'd love to see them. I know everybody on there, and there's a lot of local people. Nurses aid from back in the 70s who worked the old hospital, and they just get such a kick out of it all. So bring them on. And I put every picture I could possibly find on Pinterest. I think I have it as Frontier Nurse. I should look it up. It's either F&S or Frontier Nursing Service. And literally I've scoured and swiped, and anything that gets posted on any of the other boards, I do it on Pinterest. So, and there's a lot. I think I've got hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of pictures. Same thing. Those I have to post. So if you want, if you got pictures, get a hold of Michael, send them to him, or give me my email address, send them to me. I would love to, and I'm happy to give you credit.
There's a book right over there from the 50s.
I would love to. I would love it. So, and I'd be happy to give you credit. I'm going to say this is, Judy Raffson's photos, because I don't want my grandma. So anyway, I'm sorry I took a little more time, but please, so thank you for letting me have you here.
For those of you who don't know me, I'm Susan Stone. I'm the president of Frontier Nursing University. I'm a graduate of 1991 in the first class of the distance learning program, and worked as a nurse midwife in upstate New York for about 8 years while I was regional clinical faculty here, and gradually, I don't know what happened, but I ended up in Kentucky. Well, I'm really excited tonight. We have a few awards to give, and these are such well-deserved awards that it's really fun to be able to do this. So I'm going to get started with that. So the first award is the Courier Unbridled Service Award. The Courier program Unbridled Service Award is given annually to a former courier who has carried the torch of Mary Breckenridge beyond the mountains, perpetuating the mission and spirit of Frontier in their own lives. The criteria for this award includes dedication to serving others, ongoing long-standing stewardship of Frontier, and demonstration of personal conviction, courage, and a zest for adventure. We are excited to honor Marion Leibold with the Marion served as a courier in 1977 and has continued to volunteer in various capacities since that time. She has most recently served on the Courier Program Advisory Committee and as the chair of the FNU Cincinnati Committee. As chair, Marion hosts an annual dinner in Cincinnati for Frontier couriers, alumni, donors, and others who are just interested in learning about FNU. Through her annual events and passionate story of her experience as a courier and its effect on her own life, Marion has helped to drive new support for Frontier in addition to her own leadership support, all which helps to sustain and grow the Courier program. Marion is an active philanthropist and volunteer. She has served on numerous boards in addition to her foundation, Hospice of Cincinnati, the Summit Country Day School, the Barrett Cancer Fund, the Convalescent Hospital for Children, and the Cincinnati Parks Foundation. You did a lot of homework. A Master Gardener, she serves as the Zone X, which is Ohio, Michigan, and Indiana conservation representative of the Garden Club of America. Marion was among the first to complete the inaugural docent training program with the Cincinnati Parks Foundation and lead tours of the riverfront parks. For her many years of support and advisement to Frontier and to honor all her life's work to help better her community, we are honored to award Marion the Courier Unbridled Service Award.
all, and I say this on behalf of so many couriers who do, and how important, the Courier program is, and the reason it was special is because of all of you, the mentoring and the learning and the sharing that we did here. And I was reading something this morning, and Mark Twain said the two most important days of your life are the day that you're born and the day that you figure out why you were born. And I just want to say that the Courier program was such an important time of discernment in my life, and I think I could say that for many couriers, and that it had such a lasting effect on sorting through values and how you wanted to participate in community life and that kind of thing. So I am so deeply indebted to Frontier for how it has affected me, and that is all of you, because all of your energy in this room tonight, we can all feel it, and it means the world. So thank you.
Fear that some people don't know what the Courier program is, and maybe Mandy, Marion, if you want to join in, just tell them what the Courier program is and what it is today.
Okay. Would you guys like to talk a little bit about it from a historical perspective, and I can talk about it as it is today?
Well, sure. I was I was nearing my senior year of college and starting to say, oh, now what, and I had met a woman who had been a courier here, and she was talking to me about it, and I love horses, I love the outdoors, I love, healthcare and that kind of thing, so I thought I've got to try it. So I came down after college and, was here in the fall, and just fell in love with it and learned so much, and then went back to Cincinnati, where I'm from, and said, would you come back down and run the program again? And so there were anywhere from about 8 to 10, I guess, couriers at any given time. And so, you do the schedules, and these were people from all over the country who came in and wanted experience. And as I said, I think really more than anything, it was serving all of you who were studying or working here, and it was also a time of discernment in their lives to figure out, if you're a professional, did they want to be a historian, did they, so it was a very, very fertile time for everyone. So
very similar things that I would say. And I came to as I designed my degree as an undergrad at the University of Minnesota, and I felt that if you design your degree, some people think you make up your degree and you don't take it seriously. And so I wanted an internship, and a friend of mine threw this brochure on my bed and said, "This is you. You're gonna live there." And she had come as a courier, and her aunt was a nurse practitioner here for many years. And so I came and was here for a couple of months, and it was a really big time of discernment, and I was deciding to be a public health educator ultimately. And so then I went back and finished my degree, but then came back and lived here in our apartment and was the window manager and the career coordinator. And so I did the scheduling and all that stuff, and then also a lot of work to try to get Andover a little bit back on the map, because there were periods of it being kind of neglected over the years, and that was one of them. And invite people back to come tea and sherry hour and things like that. So then I was here for a couple of years, and it was now when people ask me what was the time in your career that you feel was really formative or you were really in the zone, it was here for sure. It was my first job, but it is a special place.
I'd like to add the perspective of the nurse who saw the couriers on a weekly basis at the district clinics, because they brought the mail. A lot of times they brought the medicine. They sometimes were assigned to work in the clinics at the districts, helping out. That's where the courier name comes from. They used to do it on horseback. There weren't any horses by the time she got here. There were 2 of them when I got here in '71, and they aged out. Mason, I forget the other horse's name. And so they were critical to the functioning of this widespread. There was no Dandy Boone Parkway. So the roads, if you want an experience, drive either 421 over to Hazard on the old road, or drive 421 the other way to Big Creek, and you'll have an experience of what it was to get where you were going with supplies. And to say nothing back when the couriers had to do it on horseback, but in the Jeep age, they helped things run. They also ran around and followed me around for 1 week doing a time study on me.
They did whatever needed to be done.
Yeah, right. And so somebody at the federal government wanted to know what we did and how we did it. And so they said, we're going to do time studies of X number of nurses for a whole week. From the time you woke up till you went to bed, every 10 minutes, what were you doing? Driving my Jeep and getting too close to the mailbox and bumping it. And the courier was making So yeah, they were critical to all
I
kinds
had
of
a
things.
courier who said one of her jobs was to knock on the door and talk to him about maybe wanting to take that new birth control pill.
There we go. I never signed that courier.
It was a study in 1959.
Oh, okay.
They were trying to enroll women in the study. So anyway, over to you.
So I'll tell you very briefly about what the Courier program is today. So the Courier program today is an 8-week summer service learning internship where students come here and they learn about rural and public health in rural communities. So they do that by working with partnering clinics that we have relationships with, and they will work under the Courier mentors by doing observations and other non-clinical tasks to help those clinics. They also work with secondary agencies that are usually nonprofits working in either literacy or children's camps that focus on healthy lifestyles, just always lending that helping hand. Most of the couriers that come today do have aspirations to field. Some are interested in nursing. This past year, the majority were actually interested in becoming medical doctors, and they all wanted to learn more about rural communities. And I think not only rural communities, but also the spirit of Mary Breckenridge and how she delivered medicine in these areas so that they could apply it to where they were going to go in the future. So in this past year, our closest courier came from South Bend, Indiana, and our furthest courier came from Ghana. So they had a variety of backgrounds, and all of them took away these lessons on how they could apply this to their own field. So by exposing them again to Mary Breckenridge's vision, what I feel like we're able to do through the Courier program today is allow these young people to go out and practice with that same spirit, whether or not they would ever be a student at Frontier. They still do studies and they also do countless hours in clinics and out in the community, and just such a brief period of time. So that is what the Courier program is today.
And Mandy, leave your All right. Okay. Okay, the next award is the Mary Breckenridge Lifetime Service Award. The Mary Breckenridge Lifetime Service Award recognizes an individual or organization providing longstanding support and commitment to the mission and work of Frontier Nursing Service and Frontier Nursing University. We give this inaugural award to the Van Sloan Foundation. The foundation has been supporting the work of Frontier Nursing University for nearly 30 years. The Van Sloan family has shown great interest in the work and the region and has visited Kentucky to see firsthand the impact of their giving. Funding from the foundation has supported student scholarships, renovation of the chapel stained glass window, and growth of our endowment. To provide impactful giving into the future, the Van Sloan family has most recently funded an endowed scholarship, which will be awarded annually to Frontier Nursing University students. We are so glad to have Nancy, Amy, and Anna with us tonight from the Van Sloan Family Foundation to accept this award. So, so if you guys want to just say, like, how did you get interested in Frontier?
Yeah, so Van Sloan Foundation is a small family foundation. It was started by my aunt and uncle, Sue and Neil Van Sloan, and they actually live in southeastern Massachusetts. And we're told my aunt learned about Frontier Nursing from a student at a school she had taught at who we think volunteered, so maybe she was a courier. And my aunt was impressed by what she heard about the organization and started donating, and we're told that might have started in 1992 or so. And we're a small foundation, and one thing we do is every year we take a trip and we go and visit the places we donate to better understand what they're doing and meet the people.
and have more of a connection. And I first came to Kentucky in 2006, and Wendover wasn't really on our itinerary, but my aunt, who was just an amazing woman and a go-getter, saw a sign and said, Wendover, let's go. And it was dusk, and it was November, and it was snowing. Oh my God. And we started down this road, which was dirt. Right? And I was, you know, what are we doing? Where are we going? Where is it? And we found it. Nobody else here. And we wandered around, and we looked at the grounds, and we came into the house. And even in that setting, it was a magical place. And we could feel that. And we were lucky enough to come back in 2012. My sister Amy, my brother Joe, my uncle Neil, and another trustee. And we stayed here at Wendover, and Dr. Stone and Michael and some other staff hosted us for a wonderful dinner and stories about frontier nursing. And we really learned a lot about the amazing story of Mary Breckenridge and frontier nursing over the years. And we were all just incredibly
And Nancy, you
inspired.
was a physician, attended some of our classes, didn't you?
Yes.
You went over to Clinical Bound, you
Yeah,
attended
we
some
were.
classes.
We're
and-
no diagrams.
Yeah. You got a picture of her holding a
And, you know, we also learned about how Frontier has changed over the years, and depending on what's going on with healthcare in the region, and has managed to, you know, be different things, but it always seems to be staying true to the mission and the vision of Mary Breckenridge. So we actually are thankful for you for being here and being the amazing organization you are, and we feel very fortunate that we're this teeny little part of it, and we hope that that will continue for years into the future. And we thank you for inviting us to be a part of this weekend. It's great to be here.
And I think every time we hear another story too, it makes us just realize that we want to keep giving to the organization.
I've never seen a family foundation like this. When they arrive with their sisters and their brothers, and they get into it, and they, you know, really are interested, and so thank you so much. We're so
Thank
This is so much fun.
All right, so now we need the president of our alumni advisory to come up here and help me with the next two, because they're both, we have two more awards, and they are alumni awards. So the first one is the Distinguished Distinguished Service to Society Award, and this recognizes an alumnus who goes above and beyond to provide exceptional service in his or her community. You're going to die when you hear this story. I am proud to present this nurse practitioner, a paramedic, and firefighter. Her formal education includes a Master of Science degree in nursing from the University of Texas, Arlington, and a postgraduate certification as an FNP as part of Class 65 at Frontier Nursing University. A Bachelor of Science in Nursing from the University of Texas System School of Nursing, and a Bachelor of Arts degree in Psychology from the University of Texas. She's from Texas. Jane's career includes experience in hospital orthopedics, intensive care, and clinical genetics. She has nearly 20 years experience in disaster response and preparedness. She holds current certification as a paramedic and a structural firefighter through the state of Texas. She was honored to have been appointed by the governor to serve as a state commissioner on the Texas Commission on Fire Protection. Jan was a founding member of the Texas VMAT, Federal Disaster Medical Assistance Team. During her 14 years of service, she held the positions of supervisory nurse manager and operations chief. Jan was again honored when selected as a charter member of the Texas Task Force 1, a federal urban and rescue team. The TXTF-1 is one of 28 federal teams comprised of the fire service elite for the purpose of responding to catastrophic incidents in the United States. Jan's experiences include serving in New Orleans during the immediate aftermath of Katrina, at Ground Zero in New York City, in East Texas during the recovery efforts of the Shuttle Columbia, for a missing American, and countless other missions. Jan currently is the owner of Frontier Family Health Clinic in McKinney, Texas. Now, just get it, she started a clinic and named it after Frontier. There you go. They serve families and business entities in and around the Collin County, Texas area. As you can see, Jan's contribution to advanced nursing and to her community has been outstanding, to say the least. We are honored to present you with the 2016 Distinguished Service to Society Award from Frontier Nursing University.
Yeah, we did.
We're so proud of you.
Oh,
Thank you.
Thank you. I'm not good with words.
Oh, thank you.
I gotta give Toby a big part of the credit, though, too.
Good job, Sally, good job.
All right, the other award is Distinguished Service to Alma Mater. And this person could not be here tonight because one of our family members is really ill. So, but we still love her and want to honor her. So the Distinguished Service to Alma Mater honors an alumnus who has continued to provide support to Frontier through volunteer efforts and donor support. We are pleased to honor Patricia Caudle with this award. Dr. Pat Caudle, all of you know her, is a graduate of Class 9 and is currently an associate professor with Frontier. She is dual certified by both the American Midwifery Certification Board and the American Nurses Credentialing Council. She has practiced as a certified nurse midwife in full scope practice and as a family nurse practitioner. At Frontier, Dr. Caudle is the course coordinator for PC 705, Advanced Pathophysiology, which nobody likes, but she made it doable, and has been since 2000. Dr. Caudle has taught in several other courses at FU, including primary care, reproductive physiology, and of course at Clinical Bound. She has been teaching for many years in various universities before she came to Frontier. She's helped to teach associate degree nurses, baccalaureate nurses, and master's degree nurses. During her tenure at FNU, Dr. Caudle has been awarded the Student Choice Award 4 times. She has written several chapters for textbooks, has acted as a reviewer for textbooks, and served as a reviewer for the Journal of Midwifery and Women's Health. She served in various capacities for 8 years on the American Midwifery Certification Board. In addition to teaching, Dr. Caudle has worked in hospital care as a nurse in the United States Air Force, as a public health nurse, and as a primary care provider in various clinics. Midwife here is the faculty practice in Hayden Hospital for two and a half years. And she has also volunteered and served as a provider for Christian Health Center, which is a free clinic in Claiborne County, Arkansas for the past 10 years. In addition to her dedication as a faculty member, Dr. Caudle is a leadership donor to Frontier, providing generous annual support for our endowment chair of midwifery funds. So congratulations, Pat Caudle. Yes, you may.
For the students and stuff that come through Frontier, I can personally tell you that Pat Caudle is my hero. I still will Skype her and ask her questions even today. She actually, her roots come from the hometown that I'm at, actually in Texas, so Texas will. But Pat Caudle is absolutely fantastic in the Frontier size. She's an amazing faculty member and amazing alumni at Frontier. She's beautiful.
She is. Some people call her the kindergarten teacher of Frontier because you have to go first, and she teaches you how to be a Frontier student. And so I think we should do this again. Yeah, she's great. All right. Thank you very much. That's the awards. Now we get to just chat and relax and enjoy each other. And so tomorrow there's a lot going on. Do you want to talk?
We're going to meet back here for breakfast in the morning at 9 o'clock.
And for those of you who are interested in doing the CE, it will start promptly at 9 a.m. at the livery, and I will be here to take anybody down to the livery who needs to go. For those of you who do not want to do the CE, there is a group that will be going to the parade. We actually have some of you who will be walking in the parade, and so you can go down to the parade. We'll have a light lunch here at noon of wraps, some fruit, and some veggies. Or if you are down in town and would like to stay there and get some fried Oreos or it won't hurt our feelings if you stay, but we have food for you here. And tomorrow afternoon, what is on our schedule is just to spend the day at the festival, enjoy the foods, pick up some of the flavor of the community. I know that you guys will love it. And then we'll be back here for dinner. And tomorrow night, we have a birthday party for Kitty Ernst, who is here in spirit. So we will have a champagne toast and birthday party with Kitty, who will be joining us virtually tomorrow night after dinner. So, so we will see you guys in the morning. I think there may be a bonfire going on here in a little while down at the livery. Also have the photo booth that is right in here. Please, before you head out to bed, grab some props, go have your picture taken. It's a lot of fun. And all of you should have gotten a list with emergency numbers and schedule and stuff in your goodie bags. If you need anything else, have fun and enjoy your evening.
I have a question. Where is your gift shop at?
It is on campus, and we are going to go on to campus and see the gift shop on Sunday.
And
We have one here too.
We do, it's a mini gift shop. Doesn't have all this, you know, it doesn't have, yeah. Oh.